9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Icon with Gamerz. How are you all doing? Welcome, Bala. We are playing Pathfinder tonight. And with us today, we have they're playing AI Dungeon while they were waiting for me. We have Professor Sir.
Hi.
CheapPopMan.
Yellow.
Zero.
Hi.
And our illustrious DM himself, Snowy Phoenix Games. I'll let them continue doing their AI stuff. So
we're almost done.
apparently, a coffin just got chucked at somebody. It was edible, though. It was edible, full of candy. I think.
Who are you? Someone doesn't want to die.
Me neither.
Okay, Count Chocula Vlad, say something.
Okay.
So, we were supposed to search for the Princess Eliza, but it turns out that we're now in a mine shaft guarded by candy gnomes, and we have to find the candy treasure, which is a whole lot better than searching for a dumb princess.
We
And right
gotta
now-
find candy
And
island.
right now, a pile of candy became a candy giant, so we're fighting it now. Count Chocula says,
We all have to die sometime. Now sacrifice yourself for my pseudo concoction.
the large group battles it out, and eventually realize you're gonna have to help out. You open the coffin and climb out. Then you hide behind it and wait for an opportunity. Who is you? I never know who you is.
I think it's Fjord.
Oh no!
Amethyst uses magic to summon a muffled giant to fight the candy golem. Amethyst waves her hands, and then the muffled golem is summoned. The golem's body is made of many different muffins of various types, as well as other baked goods.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Should I press enter and see if it does anything with this?
Are you in here, Kumo, or not?
Yeah, I'm in. No, not in the.
No, okay.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna press enter.
Let me
and see
bring it
what
up.
does. The two golems fight, and while they're not particularly good at fighting, the muffins do have a surprising amount of strength. Ha ha! My golems are crushing your golems!
Muffled, the forbidden one. No one can summon him.
Someone did!
Someone did!
I've heard of him.
Right here.
I'm on it.
Okay.
This is awesome! I get to see history in action. I did not think the muffled giant existed. The giant and the golem must continue to fight, but the muffins aren't doing too well.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Quick, Candyman, heal him! Heal the muffins!
Alright. I got this.
And hopefully this won't go on for too long.
We must defeat the candy golem.
Oh, yes, we do. Stab his gummy heart. Or melt his chocolatey soul.
So who's the bad guy here?
The candy giant. I guess.
Also, Count Chocolate tries to be the bad guy, but then it keeps like subverting him into something else.
Yeah,
It's It's like, all right, your suggestion sucks. We'll we already got our central idea going.
Fjord stabs Kireji. Zaya pops out of nowhere and smites the Candyman. Zaya smashes the giant in the back with a sword, destroying her organs. What does Zaya say?
Legend says that the muff-born
Hold on. We're not there yet. Okay. What does Zaya say? Zaya pops out of nowhere and smites the candy giant. Smashes the giant in the back with a sword, destroying his organs. And your reign of candy terror is over, Zaya says before stabbing him in the heart. The giant collapses on the ground. The Candyman says...
Legend says that the muff-born golem was created by muffins with berries sliced by the legendary Orin Blade itself. The only way they can be healed is with the holy stab from the Orin Blade itself. You're lucky that I have such a blade.
He then pulls out an Orin Blade and heals the muff-born golem.
Ha Now you're no longer a healing golem. Your little friends there will be no escape from my eternal selfie.
What the heck?
Is that the name of your sword?
Zaya says, your reign of candy terror is over. Zaya swings a sword, cutting off one of the golem's ears. I think he heard that. Zaya says and bites into an ear of the muffin giant, twinkling down the blood.
Oh my god. What
You're
the
fighting
frick,
the wrong
man?
giant, Zaya.
Zaya, you are crazy.
What? What?
I'm crazy enough to try this, Zaya replies.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Zaya kisses the muffin giant full on the lips. He seems surprised at first, but then leans in to kiss. Shit! What's next? Oh, hold on. What's next? I gotta keep this
Oh my
going.
god.
Fjord shouts. Zaya and the giant are shocked for a second, but then smile.
Oh my
Zaya
god.
bites the giant on the neck and pulls out a bit of his blood. The vampire queen!
Samson Hearn.
Oh my. Jeez. Well, okay.
Amethyst, do something or say something. What the heck? I'm sorry, Zaya. I'm so sorry.
I just pop in and then you just go south. Quick.
Even when you aren't a vampire, you still love the taste of blood, I see, Zaya. The giant's eyes roll.
Even when not a vampire, still don't taste the blood, I see.
Oh
The
my
giant's eye roll in the
God.
back of his head as he passes out. I guess so. So I wonder how he'll taste. No, you don't. Vlad, say something.
Okay,
Oh man, poor Zaya.
Zaya, forever the vampire queen.
Zaya starts out, she enters, smites the golem with her sword, and then makes out with it. Count Chocula begins eating its brains with Dr. Spoon. What are you doing?
I'm eating his
my
brains.
God.
See if you like this better than berries.
Count Chocula exclaims and begins eating the muffin giant's brain. Oh my gosh.
This went very dark very quickly.
Okay, here we go.
My poor muffin giant. I'm sorry I summoned you. Of course, Leo's okay with it.
It's okay, Zay replies. You did what you had to. Do you think we can keep him alive?
What?
How many
I said, I do not think we can keep him alive.
Despite having the greatest warrior skills of any muffin, he's not human and can't survive in our world.
Okay, here we go. The muffin giant dies, and the candy golem disintegrates. The way to the treasure is clear. Well then, let's get it! You stay here, Zaya says to Amethyst. I'll come with Grant and the others. Well, sorry, Amethyst.
Hey, what?
No treasure for you. It's me. Why does Amethyst look at Zaya and shrugs? It's a long story. We got all the time in the world.
No, thank you.
What?
Amilda?
Amilda?
Okay.
Who's Amilda? Out of nowhere, Amilda.
Okay.
This is sort of pointless. You didn't need to bring that girl. I could have taken care of this on my own.
All right.
The end. Perfect.
Well, alright, the group, minus Amilda, find the legendary treasure of the Candy Gnomes and return home safely. Oh no, the next day, Zat is hired to go to the adventurers to explore the ruins of the powerful civilization known as the Gnome King. All that and more on the next episode of AI Dungeon.
Oh my
AI Dungeon Z.
god.
So, Zaya, you mind explaining to us what happened over there?
I had no idea. It was like I was possessed.
I think Count Chocula was scratching his head the whole time because his existence just kind of faded in and out, and was substituted with the real Count Vlad, who was probably just kind of unnerved by the whole experience. So all Count Chocula really could do that was interbit relevant at all was just to eat brains, apparently. So
Muffin
Muffin brain.
brains.
I mean, you
Muffin brain.
blew up the guy's head with the spoon.
yeah, I'm not sure what kind of spoon that is, but yeah, don't mess with it.
Now that's
Happy
a legendary
Halloween,
item.
everyone.
Yes, happy Halloween, I guess.
Yep, happy Halloween.
I hope yours was more. I don't know what just happened here, but I hope yours was better than this one.
I've worked most of it.
Darn.
Yeah. So it was 18 hours today.
Dude.
Man,
So I'm ready to play some Pathfinder.
You ready to fall asleep with Pathfinder?
No, I didn't say fall asleep. I said play Pathfinder.
All right. All right. Without any further interruptions, everyone, tell me something really cool about your character. Anything, backstory, or a skill, or a spell. Tell me something cool about your character right now.
Oh, I know. My character can heal people with her fire. Oh wait, no, she can't.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Finn just typed in the chat that his parents are still awesome.
Dang it, Finn. Go back in your cage.
For some reason, Zero, you keep on disconnecting and reconnecting.
On what?
Roll 20.
Roll 20.
On roll 20, yep, indeed.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that happened before, didn't it?
That happened last time too. I'm not sure what's going on.
Something cool with my character.
Marge.
The enlarge spell definitely brought some really cool stuff. I will say.
She
But
enjoys-
is that your character that's cool, or is that your character enabling others to do cool things? Which is a cool thing to do. Not gonna lie.
I would say being able to protect her party members and her and anybody who is not able to protect themselves is a cool thing about my character.
All right, yeah, good.
I learned that my character really likes being in single-digit HP. Unfortunately, there isn't really much to my character combat-wise yet. Hopefully later on there might be, but right now he's very
Flurry of blows.
Happy Halloween,
Flurry blows, and that's it.
everyone! I hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a great Halloween.
Soon.
Welcome, Devil Bro.
My character
welcome,
likes to
Dead
blow
by
out all her
Bud Light.
spells in
Welcome,
one
Bala. Welcome, Clifford.
or two fights.
We're
True.
playing Pathfinder right now, so let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy the story. We've been doing this for
All right.
almost a year now, I think.
We all said something cool about our characters, I believe. Great then. So, it's been a while. And normally you guys should be able to see my face right now on camera. Hi.
I see it.
Good. Okay. Just in case I
don't see it, but I'm sure it'll show up eventually.
do a reconnect button on the options tab at the very bottom.
Options tab.
At the way bottom, there's reconnect. And Professor just wasted her a good 18.
I might as well do that too.
CheapPopMan wasted a 8 and a 5. Okay, good. Good. Get those bad rolls out of there.
No, you haven't seen the bad rolls yet.
Oh, we're getting closer. We're
Oh.
getting close.
Come on, Kuma. Finish this off with the 1.
No, do I really don't want to do that.
Better watch out.
Watch
Oh
this.
no. Okay. 9 is okay. We are ready to begin. So, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks. Let's jump back into of what is going on right now. The group set off to Kaineng to investigate Emma's dream, more or less. She had a dream about a voice calling out to her, crying for, asking for help, and she had a vision of a certain scenery, and that matched Kaineng's description to a T. And that paired with Kireji's worries about the Ravenheart's activity, you all decided to head over to Kaineng, having no other lead. And yeah, so you guys made your way to Rockfall. Most important thing there is that Emma got some Heelys, and nothing else happened in Rockfall.
We got a wheelie bed.
And Kireji has a wheelie bed, yes.
Yep.
Which I have no idea how you brought that with you, but you have it.
Is
They lost both for shields. Rockfall.
They voluntarily lost both of his shields, I must say. Voluntarily.
I lost my carp.
But she got a heckin' sweet one in return.
Somehow.
Which I still need stats on.
Yes, I wrote it down. Sorry. I'll hand it to you.
You're fine. You're fine.
But I have it written down. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. So and at Rockfall, you guys met some kind of fortune teller oracle who all weaved fates for you and shared something very personal with each of you. All right, and then later on, you found passage to Kaineng on a ship, and so you set sail. During the cruise over there, Kireji made a carp friend who was not able to do a backflip.
He tried.
He tried very hard, and as such, deserves approbation. And Emma yeeted a talking fish. She didn't want nothing to do about that.
Amethyst's talking fish. And Kireji's.
Amethyst's talking fish. But she did catch a swordfish one-handed.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
One-handed swordfish.
I totally called that 22. That was the most confident, like, I'm going to get a 20.
Oh, it really was. That was great. That was really good.
The dice gods were listening to you that day.
Speaking of gods, you all encountered 4 storm giants as well, who were able to push back the oncoming terrible storm that would have devastated you and perhaps part of the countryside were it not for your actions. And finally, you guys made the Kaineng. Before
But not before Kireji decided to drink half the ocean.
that is a good point. Exactly.
He was still trying to help, even though he was unconscious.
Isaiah tried to save you all with the enlarged form and all that, but alas. Right before docking into Seitung Harbor, 2 guards boated up to you guys to inform you that they are currently searching for the rebels, and should they find any, that they are to be chained and brought back to the mainland with them to be interrogated. Orders of the Empress, the rebels are a threat and must be neutralized. Well, Emma made a great first impression to the Kainengese people by stealing their boat. And leaving them and the ship captain by themselves and headed off the shore. They were about to arrest Kireji and the others because Kireji said, "Yes, I am one of the rebels. I am he who you seek."
Thanks to Emma's quick thinking and wits and knowledge of stealing boats, we managed to get away safely.
That's one way to interpret that, yeah. Kireji guided the ship to a secret passage that he had previously found, one that led to the hideout of his monastery people. Finding it empty, however, they approached the city of Seitung Harbor and found it was under attack. There was chaos in the streets, basically, as the Imperial soldiers were causing a havoc by aggressively interrogating civilians and the so-called rebels, aka the monastery members, were duking it out. The rebels were trying to defend the city, defend its citizens, while the Imperial soldiers were trying to neutralize the threat of the rebels. And the team did not hesitate. They jumped in, did what they could, and found their way to the center square where the guard captain was. They managed to bring him down, even after him being transformed into what the group believes to be another gray malady affliction, a horror caused by a dark robed person who appeared, and the guard captain saying something cryptic as to trying out the powers of their new allies. But he's dead, and with him dead, the soldiers all fled, not knowing what to do. They met up with the monastery headmaster, Headmaster Kireji'Garou, who is Kireji's mentor. After a brief explanation of what's going on, they rested for the night, not before finding out that nobody knew what wood was. Poor, poor Kireji.
Yeah.
Not one of your best moments there.
No.
Rip. The next morning, there was a discussion. It was settled that the group must make their way to the Imperial Palace to find the Empress, to find out just what the heck is going on. Because according to Kireji'Garou and the other residents, it's the Empress is acting odd, not like herself. She wouldn't do these orders, so it's odd. Something's going on, and so it was suggested to go to the Empress and see what the heck's going on. There was a sharing of information as we brought news of the great malady to him, and he brought news of us to the Ravenhearts and what's going on here in Kaineng. It seems as though these robed hooded men that we previously met has allied themselves with the Imperial soldiers, and the Ravenhearts are tangled in somewhere there as well. And so he bid you all to be careful and to stick to the road and make their way southward bound to meet up with the Empress. Kireji, do you remember what your headmaster told you in private? Right before leaving?
I remember mostly that he told me about the legend of an artifact called the Eye of Amethyst, and that it was involved in the Empire for some time.
Yes.
I also remember they said that I should make sure to be careful because they'll likely be looking for me.
Yes. He mentioned that the Eye of Nanthis was an artifact that warded evil off the island, and a few years ago, about almost 20 years ago, the artifact was stolen, and it was stolen by none other than presumably your parents. Yeah, that's a major shocker. So, Kireji'Garou tells you to be careful because although you were not involved in all this, you were just a small boy at the time. But that doesn't matter to the Ravenhearts. They're still gonna try and hunt you down because they think that you know something about all this. Be that true or not, that's what they probably believe. So watch out; they'll be after you.
Yep.
Is what your headmaster told you. Just before setting out from Setang Harbor and into the mainland, something else happened right in front of the city gates. What happened?
We met a new friend.
Pokemon time. Oh.
Oh,
Yes, a strange, curious new friend showed up out of nowhere and seemed to take a liking to the group so far. And of course, he, she, it landed on Amethyst because she's going to be a Pokemon master. And after that,
Going in that direction.
yes, after that, the group set it out into the wilderness. No, not wilderness, but following the road outside. And we ended the session, last session, on something big. What happened at the very end of last session?
A big dragon showed up in the sky.
A breath of the wild dragon flew from the top of the mountain. And she said words.
Yes, I was gonna say, didn't it speak to us?
Yes.
It did say words.
It sounded like this.
Oh no, you remember? Oh, Dawn, you remember?
Does anybody speak whale?
Sorry, you. Oh boy.
Why do you
Yes.
Guys, I don't talk like that. What's wrong with you?
Man, y'all tourists are messed up.
Yep.
Some kind of messed up tourists.
Except for you, monk boy, you have no excuse.
Shame on your family.
Shame on your family. Shame on your cow.
Mulan. Yes. A silhouette of a long serpentine dragon flew high up in the sky, and you all heard the same deep ancient voice in your minds, saying something to the likes of, "More strangers on my shore. Is it more poison or the cure, I wonder? Yes. We will meet soon." And the dragon kept soaring away.
Did he speak in a haiku?
If he did, that was totally non-intentional.
Okay. I didn't count, but it almost sounded like a haiku.
That would be really cool.
I'll have to rewatch it and count the syllables.
Yeah.
All right, and with all that, we arrived to where we are now. Okay. So we set out from Setang Harbor in direction to the palace. We were told to simply follow the road, and when it bends, when it goes south, keep going down there, and eventually, in about 1 to 2 days worth of traveling, we will get to the Imperial Palace. Follow the Yellow Dirt Road, exactly. Now, normally you guys are only able to see Kireji's token with a small light around it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep. That's all I can see.
Good.
Yep.
Good. So I mentioned that each hex is about 20 minutes of traveling in ideal time. Should you go through other kinds of terrain, it might be faster or slower depending on. And so for now, the goal is to follow the trail. It is now about 10 a.m. in the morning. You guys have a great day of walking ahead of you in a beautiful new land that only Kireji knows about.
There is something Amethyst would like to discuss with the group before we get all running forwards.
Please.
running into people.
Go ahead. We begin.
Okay, and as they're walking forward, Amethyst is going to come up and, I guess, just start talking.
Here we go.
Hoity toity toity.
So, everyone, I've been thinking about something since we left. You know how we're supposed to be trying to, blend in, be undercover, not reveal who we are? Kireji in particular?
Yeah, that hasn't gone so well.
No,
Yeah. But now that you have that disguise ring,
Yeah, I guess I could give it a shot and see how it goes. So, do I need to do any kind of check to use it, or
I don't think so.
okay?
The disguise ring came from Amethyst, or
Yeah.
well, okay.
I think
It is.
I forgot about that. Envoy ring. Okay. When first donned, it provides only baseline effects. Okay. The cat. Blah, blah. The ring grants its wearer +2 diplomacy, linguistics, and perform. Once per day, the wearer can speak a command word to transform her appearance and clothing as per disguise self. Okay. Caster level is 1 +2 triumph. Okay, whatever. You create an illusion that appears. Okay, same body shape and with roughly similar height, within 6 inches and within 50 pounds as yourself. The disguise is typically good to hide your identity, but not to impersonate a specific individual. It doesn't change your voice, scent, or mannerisms. You can change your clothing, such as making your armor look like a dress. Held items are unaffected, and any worn items you remove return to its true appearance. Okay. Casting illusion disguise counts as setting up a disguise for the impersonate use of deception. Okay. Gives you +4 to prevent others from seeing you. The appearance of her clothing matches the customs of the dominant culture around her, typically that of the local nobility or ruling class. Her physical features don't match those of the local people, but features that would make her stand out diminish, such as elf ears in the settlement where no elves lives. Lasts up 24 hours, can be dismissed any time. Okay.
so. It's gonna put on it to look like royalty, or semi-royalty.
Nobility, yeah.
Just some regular middle class nobody.
Not a monk.
No. And probably better to go with 2 eyes instead of just 1.
Oh no, Professor, that's cursed.
That's his disguise.
Ugh.
No. We didn't know what he signed up for. Emma will immediately take the ring off of his hand.
Give me that.
Hey.
So who has the ring on? Or who will have the ring on anyway?
Correct.
Correct, okay.
Okay.
So once you put it on, you will appear as though you are one of the noble people. You and I both know what that means.
Yeah.
Let me just get it back here.
Yep.
Be right back.
Where is the document? Man, we talk a lot. There it is. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I already had it loaded up, so.
Awesome. Good.
Yep.
All right, and so you know that that normally by early afternoon we should be reaching the first village if we follow the road. The village surrounded by water of Cordia. And so feel free to, I believe you are able to move your little character, move it hex by hex. Should be able to move it. Perfect.
So I got
okay.
the Kireji has the disguise now, but that wasn't the whole point I wanted to bring up.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay, so now that he has a disguise and we're trying to be undercover, we need to come up with the cover story rather than coming up with something at the last second as the people are standing in front of us, as we're all blurting out random things that conflict with one another. So we need to come up with the story now.
Emma raises her hand up and says, "Raise your hand if you want to be his lover."
Amethyst just looks over at her.
Well, I certainly don't think trying to steal a boat will do much good this time around.
It just shakes her head.
That was a very good idea, by the way.
Thank you. I learned a few things back in my old days.
I can only imagine how they were reacting being on the boat and not having a ride back.
Oh, I saw their faces. It was hilarious.
But yes, we need to figure out a good cover story.
I can't remember. Did Kireji do a good job fishing?
Well, he pulled out a carp.
Yep.
That's about it.
And helped Amethyst pull out the talking fish. So
Yeah.
It wasn't just any carp. It was the carp.
What's a good middle class job?
Fisher?
Fisher?
wait, is he disguised as middle class or royalty?
It's nobility.
Okay,
So not royalty, but not the working class.
Well, it says it's typically nobility, so it's by choice. But
Well, you're right. Okay, so
well-
Kireji, you can choose what you want to disguise yourself as. Know that should you try to be royalty, there will be some major penalties because normally the residents here know who their king or queen or emperor is.
yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to go too far into the nobility.
I'm the
Happy
emperor,
Halloween!
but we have an empress. Oh crap!
The thing about that is, runs at 50 feet per second. Well, I guess we could say we're, but we're trying to blend in with the culture here.
We're Amethyst's bodyguards.
how about for a traveling circus?
That worked out so well the first time.
With our magic pigs and fancy fox. And you're our aquatics expert.
Who's the aquatics expert?
You
What?
taught that fish how to do a backflip, right?
Well, I tried.
It failed.
I'm sure we can find another fish for you.
You know all about the people and the culture and the land. What is something that would make it easy for us to get across here?
Well, there's plenty of fishermen and farmers around this area. But
And
when
that
we get
all of us. We have to come up with a cover story that's an excuse for one man and 3 women traveling across the countryside.
Do you think they would by it if we said that we were ambassadors or emissaries from Ospian?
Maybe. I'm trying to come up with something relatively low profile for us. As low profile as we can get, anyway.
Because if we're too low profile, we probably won't get very far.
Kireji is a slave master, and you are all his slaves waiting to be sold. How's that?
Or he's never mind.
Oh no! Oh no!
Suddenly, his
We don't do that
disguise-
here.
His disguise spell gave him a big pimp hat. It's a big purple
I
hat
mean-
with a
And
giant
his-
feather.
and his
I
hand
mean,
looks
that
really
could
powdered.
work. I mean,
Would
Then we all
would
put on our
Geisha-
Freya be okay with that? Would her
Geisha.
mind be troubled about this? I think. Would Amethyst's mind be troubled about this? Hema wouldn't care, but would you two?
We all have a chance to wear kimonos.
You guys do have kimonos, that's true.
Yeah. I was hoping to disguise ourselves as something less.
How about we be a traveling theater?
Hmm.
Kurji, you know a little acting, right?
Uh,
I can craft stages.
not really.
Give me your best playfall, and she goes to like
Wait,
let-
wait, Reggie, you can dance.
I can.
Yes. Katas.
That's all you have to do, Kurji. Show him your katas.
Just
But
do
then-
the footwork.
But then they'll wonder where I got it from.
Nobody questions the theater.
Just
But
do
people
the
would
footwork.
question katas.
Don't do the
Yes.
hand stuff. Or
Don't
just
do-
use your knowledge of katas and mix it up.
I think that involving my katas would get me in a lot of trouble. would-
Remember the song.
It might. I think it would kind of stick out,
I'm eating chips and dip.
given the kind of style of kata I would use.
Well, then what else can you do that's performance-y?
Honestly, I don't know. I've never
Come on,
really
Reggie.
done anything of
Hey.
that nature.
Amethyst grabs his hand. Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. Show us.
I'll give it a shot.
Show us you
It's,
can dance. Come on.
So,
Watch him roll a 1.
well, better than I thought. See what I mean?
Well,
No.
I never said
Horrible.
we had to be a good traveling theater.
Just give it the-
Well, that could make up for mine. So.
Come on, Courage. You dance with me.
She mastered the katas already. I mean, it's unexplainable.
All you have to do is not step on my feet,
Sorry.
and it'll be passable.
I'll try it again.
Ow! Ow!
I'm gonna assume he rolled a 1.
No,
got
it
it
was
right.
close.
It was oh man.
Okay.
Courage, why? Oh, you had one job.
But I didn't mean to. It just happened.
Stage fright.
How can you be so talented with those katas, but you can't just use a dance?
I wish I had an answer for you.
Because he's
Ah.
practiced the katas, he hasn't practiced the dance.
I'm now starting to think that if I tried dancing, I might end up hurting somebody. Like I just did.
I mean, that would have been an 11 and a 5, but still.
You see, the fun thing about the theater is that as soon as everything goes bad, It turns in from a beautiful performance to a hilarious comedy. You can never go wrong.
I guess that's true. We could make it work with you constantly crushing my feet, I guess.
Or if it's so bad that it becomes a tragedy.
You get it. You get it, Invisible Fjord.
Sorry.
Oh no, I actually did a full your blows.
What?
Oh no.
Oh no, you paralyzed Amethyst. Oh no.
The performance was so
dying.
bad that he just panics and does a flurry of blows and repeats.
I think we figured out our group now.
What about you, Zaya? What do you do?
I can craft the stages.
There's going to be a stage.
We're trying to perform, not.
Or the props.
Yeah, but what can you do to perform? Unless you're not a performer and you're like the prop master.
Don't you see, Ami? She's the protagonist.
The protagonist.
She's the strong, very muscular woman who's there to save the dainty prince who's been
I
captured by the evil fire-breathing dragon, and she just breathes fire.
What does that
Wow.
make me?
Oh, you're the farm girl. You've got the animals.
The farm girl, really?
Yeah, you're there to help the princess. You
Wait.
ride on your noble steed, and she tails behind you, and while
Wait,
you're
who's
fighting the dragon.
princess?
Saya.
Well, then who's Kireji?
The other prince. The one she has to save. She needs to get married to.
So it's a prince in distress story?
Well, you can't be the... With those feet?
You have 2 left feet.
Besides, you don't want you to stand out that much. It's okay if Zaya stands out. She's foreign.
Didn't really
The
cover up
fellers
the
will
red hair.
love her.
All right, I guess we can go with that. What are our names? We can't call Mr. Garou Mr. Garou. Mr. Garou,
Yes.
do you have a name? Second name. I don't know names around Kaineng.
We'll call him Lee.
Lee.
Lee?
Lee.
Lee. Well,
Lee Fire.
Lee Fire. Well, if you think it'll work,
Do you think it will work?
I have my doubts.
Well, then give us a name. Just any name. Any Kainengi's name.
Richard.
Richard.
I mean, all I know is
Dick for short.
Mr. Garou, Kuzan, and your master.
Thanks for the host, Pods.
I don't want to use any of those names.
Pathfinder, how are you doing today?
I guess
What were you playing?
I'll come up with something on the fly.
I'm trying to
That's
avoid
what
that.
we're trying to prevent that.
I just dumped my
The whole
chips
reason
everywhere.
we're having this discussion on the way.
I guess I'll go with the name Ichiro for now.
Ichiro.
Well,
That's
can you
right,
come up
thank
with
you
a
so-
better name?
Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it, King. Thank you for coming in.
Ichiro. Okay.
Playing some
Do
Pathfinder.
we need
It's
alternate names too?
basically D&D offshoot.
I don't think anybody will recognize
Dungeons,
better
Dragons.
names. But if it comes down to it,
King, thanks for the high screen.
you can call me Antebellum.
Hashtag King in the chat room, guys.
Hell, got it.
You want a lady before that or no?
I'll go easy. I'll just go with Anna. Yeah?
Mine would be Rose.
Fitting.
Fair enough.
Fierce
You
warrior
had one
Princess
before.
Rose. Fighting for her foreign prince, but not so foreign to...
Thank you,
For the rest of the
Andy
world.
Clash, for the ice cream. How are you doing today? Andy Clash, thanks for the follow.
Alright, so we're performers.
With her goofy
What
sidekick.
were you playing
And she
today?
like points at Amethyst. What's
Well,
your
Oh,
name?
so I get the
Anna.
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 Oh, I thought you were saying for Emma. Okay.
No.
Considering my dancing skills, I think I'm the one who's the goofball around here.
I mean, we'll work on it.
Good luck. Well,
Oh, right.
we should get going then.
So the traveling
Okay,
performers.
I've heard of Don't Starve,
do you
but
guys have a
what's
group name?
DUC or DU
The hand of Celestia
or
moves on.
DCUO?
Well, that beats my we're so
Something
screwed
online?
name.
Welcome to We're So Screwed.
DC
A
Universe
dragon's a
Online.
big thing in
I got the
gaming.
last part of it.
Very much so. However, you don't see much
That's
of them
awesome.
these days, but they're part of they're kind of a big symbolism with the Empire.
Well, dragons have 4 talons, right?
Most do. I haven't seen how many that particular dragon had, but I would assume he had 4.
We're the
don't you
dancing dragons, right?
Just figured we call ourselves the Dragon Claw. There's 4 of us, 4 talons.
Just eating some chips and dip.
The
Having a-
traveling claw.
Right now, we're trying to figure out.
We're dancing dragons.
good
That would be
story.
not too bad.
Dancing
We're trying to
dragons
save
are very in my book.
a princess or a queen from this
Anyone else
area,
have a zinger?
and we're trying to come up with a good story.
Dueling
background.
dancing dragons.
We're coming up with
Alright.
performance group, and none of us have really.
I figure
good
as we're
performance.
traveling, we can work with Kireji on some acting pointers and some dance moves.
Yes.
Hey, look!
We
Hey!
can try. Hey, he's picking it up.
Hey, he's getting it!
I broke my ankle. When he's Ichiro, he becomes a completely different person.
Good job, Ichiro.
Thank you, Anna. Feels weird saying that.
Just blows out fire somewhere.
My, what a
Oh.
convincing dragon.
Oh no,
I
no!
smite
Dragon
you
is
with
coming.
my-
Whatever will we do?
I smite you with my mighty diplomacy.
Oh no, my only weakness.
I give up.
You could just be the narrator. I mean, really. Okay, so you bonk Emma on the head for 13 points of damage. It's a crit.
Oops.
My bad.
I
All
raised
right,
my
then.
invisible shield.
So all of a sudden, this trip became a weekend at Amy's affair because of that Morning Star shot.
All right. As you guys are traveling, what you see in front of you, so the road, there's like a, it moves to the left a bit and then circles around the hill a little bit. So So the hill is in front of you. You can't see the path behind it. You just see the road that circles around it and keeps going. However, you can hear in front of you. You all hear this. Lots of sounds of metal boots clanking together and shaking armor and rattling armor, marching forward behind the hill.
I'm going to kind of step to the side and kind of bow my head slightly towards the road as if they're passing.
So like say that you guys are here and the road there's like a goes over here and keeps going downward and there's a big hill right here sort of. That's how I picture it in my mind, and you all hear the sound coming from like around here.
We want to stay away from that noise, right?
We definitely do, but if we have no choice, we just be on our best behavior. Hopefully.
Well, if they catch us hiding, they might think we're suspicious, so should we just walk like normal, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Do we have a caravan? No.
No.
You just hear a very faint hee-haw in the distance.
The clouds above form the shape of a donkey. Hee-haw.
Well, before we start walking forwards, Kireji, if you're asked who you're part of, are you going to say you're associated with Kireji'Garou and the monastery?
No, I think obviously that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea last time, but you still did it.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Okay. Then I suppose I'm alright with us continuing forwards.
We're dancing dragons.
Yep.
Okay,
Where are
let's
we going to perform next?
say again.
We're heading for the capital, right? To perform?
Yes.
Okay.
But what will be the name of our play?
Emma, you came up with the whole story. What's its name? It's your stage play.
Move
Can't
on.
rush greatness, Amy.
Well, you can't rush greatness, but those bunch of soldiers are rushing in towards you.
How about the princess and the clumsy prince?
Ooh.
That sounds fine.
Sure, I can live with that.
I don't know if I can, but we'll keep going.
All right. The noise is just about to round the bend. Kireji, you still look like yourself.
I thought I activated my disguise.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, whoops. My bad. Okay. What do you look like?
I guess I'm kind of like wearing bardish looking clothes. Maybe similar to what Bear Greaves was wearing.
Okay.
He looks like the clumsy prince, obvious.
Yep.
Stylized to Kainang's culture, right?
Yes, and
Of course.
the obviously the cursed image is how his face would look.
Well, the guards are gonna arrest you immediately. They want you out the streets.
Well, we tried. Time to show these guards my dancing footwork.
All right. Indeed. Here, let me just get the trough here, so you guys are right here about. And rounding the bend, you see now is a full regiment. There are 12 Imperial soldiers marching side by side in 3 rows of 4, marching down the road. They are marching very. They are in unison. They carry the banner of the Imperial Palace, and they are simply marching down the road.
I kind of. Oh, sorry.
What?
I was just gonna say I kind of like stand to the side to let them pass, but also just kind of bow my head a bit.
Okay.
To try and show reverence.
I'll follow. I'll follow.
Look at
his
Kireji.
I'll follow his lead.
All right. Indeed, one of the 3 guards that's in front of the troop will shout out to stand aside and let the Empress's guards pass by. And they won't even bother to look at you or not. So you guys will stand to the side a bit and let these 12 guards pass by. At the back of the 12 guards, walking a little bit at a distance from them. Let's see here, do I have? It's in the other. Okay, there you are. Okay, yes. Walking a bit behind them is one of these fellows. The robed, hooded men. He is by himself. There's only one of them, and he's walking with them. And as he passes in front of you guys, he will simply shift his head calmly, so as to look at you, but his hood still hides half of his face. You only see the mouth and the bit of the nose. And it's as though he stares directly at Ichiro. Yes, exactly. Bits on the ground. No.
Just start puking rainbow.
Oh God, why is he so ugly? No. I'm tempted. I'm tempted, but no.
No, Zero, don't give him any ideas.
Where's the device?
Where's the device?
He just looks at Zaya and gets immediate PTSD and just runs like way past the guards.
Holy crap, no! No, so he will turn his head towards Kireji's direction. And when you two not lock eyes, but like are looking at each other, Kireji, you start to have another one of your bad headaches, but like a splitting instant headache migraine pain that shoots through you immediately. And you can almost feel as though you saw it's as if you saw him smile a bit at you as he continued walking by. He didn't stop at all. He just looked at you. You had the headache, and it's as though he smiled and kept moving on. And let me whisper you something.
Did I notice any of this transpire? Like him wincing in pain, or maybe maybe a smile.
Yeah. You definitely saw CheapPopMan, Kireji.
Ah!
Breaking that fourth wall.
Yeah. The player has a headache, not the character. He instantly brought his hand to his head and knelt down a little bit. And 1 second here.
Okay, Zaya immediately goes to him and starts tending, see if there's anything she can do to.
Okay, so that with that said, the regiment continues on their way, and let's see here, Kireji. Once the group is at about a good 30-40 feet past you guys, that's when you three around Kireji notice that his scarred eye begins to glow red, and like this red smoke begins to fume out of the scarred eye hole, or where the eye should be. It's like a red, yeah. Red smoke begins to go out of it a little bit, and Kireji, what we talked about in the past happens.
Okay.
Let's see here. So 0 is 1. Emma is 1. Amethyst is 2. Zaya is 3. All right.
Oh boy, I get hit first.
CheapPopMan, Kireji, you describe what happens.
He kind of, after kind of collecting himself a little bit, he stands up and kind of looks at the three of you with a bit of a snarl, like an evil snarl on his face. And he'll immediately go to do a flurry of blows on Emma.
Oh, yeah. Then that's. I'll immediately grapple him.
Do your attack roll, Kireji.
Well, the first one hits. Oh wait,
They both hit.
they both hit. God dang it. Well, I'm dead. Ow! Why'd you have to roll so high?
I don't
37.
know. It's like the only time I can actually roll decently.
Well,
37 damage.
Oh, I am actually down.
So instantly, as Kireji stood back up, looked at Emma, and then delivered a instant rapid punch and kick combo that made that hit Emma square in the stomach, and so Emma like flies back a good 5 or 10 feet and falls on her back unconscious.
no, Reggie.
Just bam.
Stay away from me, or you'll be next.
Emma!
I
just looks over at Zaya. Kick his ass, Zaya!
Kick his ass, Zaya. Oh my gosh.
And Amethyst runs over to Emma.
all right. Well, that adds what 2 to the. I don't know how that works with.
Well,
Grappling.
we'll just say that it adds a good bonus because it just makes sense that it does. Okay, we'll just up your athletics up a bit more, and I'm both grappling against me the other person's reflex. Let me just make sure here. Pretty sure that it's yes. Okay, against the Fortitude DC, you have 8. So okay, so he has a 18 Fortitude DC to beat to be grabbed. You roll 22 plus the bonus large will be a 26. It's not a crit, but you grab him. So success. Your opponent is grabbed until the end of the turn, end of your next turn, unless they try to escape. So okay, so you instantly enlarged, lunged towards Kireji, and how do you grapple him?
I put him in headlock, basically.
Full Nelson.
And you nudge his head. Okay, so you have him in a headlock. Kireji, you are grappled. So Amethyst, you cast an enlarged person on Zaya. What else do you do as you run towards Emma?
She's gonna pull out her parasol and try to heal Emma.
All right. That should bring her back to the world of the living. We actually never had someone dying in Pathfinder 2, but for now, we'll say that you healing her brings her back to consciousness, at least. We'll find out how dying works later. So for a few seconds, Emma, you laid down there on the ground unconscious. Not dead, just unconscious. And when you come back to the world of the living, Amethyst is knelt there beside you, her parasol flashing with magic a bit, as you feel some life return to you, though you are not ready to stand up yet at all. Your world is spinning, your head is throbbing, and your stomach feels empty, as though someone emptied the contents of it forcefully.
Did anybody get the number of the carriage that hit me?
I believe this is the healing.
All right. For now, since she came back from dying, we'll say that you, Emma, you are at 9 hit points. There we go. Yeah, 9 hit points.
You
But
did exactly 1 point of damage over my maximum hit points.
I know that's kind of funny. All right. Let's see here. What did I
Emma, are
say
you
to
okay?
Kireji?
Talk to me. Say something. Anything.
That hurt a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just reach in and give her a hug.
She would weakly hug you back.
All right. Kireji's turn. So what? Zaya has you in a headlock. What happens?
I first start saying, "Unhand me, or you'll be next." And then I slowly start to feel relaxed. And the evil thoughts going through my head just kind of subside. And then I just kind of snap out of a stupor. What's going on? Why am I in a headlock?
You just
Yeah.
punched. You just punched Emma unconscious.
I would never do such a thing.
You look around you, Kireji, and notice, yes, Zaya has you in a tight headlock. And making it a bit hard to breathe. And you see Amethyst using her parasol to magically heal Emma, who seems to be all like lost and confused and whoa, what's going on here? Other than that, you just see the regiment of guards now 70, 80 feet away, marching towards the Seitang Harbor, where you guys were.
All I remember was that guy passed by me and I felt this pain going through me.
I saw the pain going through, then your eye lit up.
Oh no.
And smoke started rolling out. What's going on, Kireji?
This is what happened when we were in Weavertown.
But you didn't attack us in Weavertown.
No, and that might have been a fortunate thing. Oh, this isn't good.
Amethyst is gonna get up, walk towards Kireji. Saya, move!
I don't want to release him until I'm sure he's...
Saya, move!
I released him.
Amethyst just walks forward and just puts all her might into shoving Kireji backwards. As much
We'll
as,
just say that it's a crit success. It works.
Yeah.
I want to see.
It's a crit success. I place my hand above it. It works.
All right. Well, GM is
Do you want to shove him like fall to the ground, or just push him back?
just a powerful shove.
Powerful shove.
However he takes it is however he takes it. But
Kireji, how do you take it?
I'm just in such a complete utter state of shock that anything would probably knock me over at this point. So
I go tend to Emmy's wounds.
Amethyst's feathery strength knocks you to the ground.
explain yourself. Amethyst pulls out her short sword
Oh no.
and points it at his neck.
Ugh.
I don't know what happened. That man passed by and it's like I lost track of where I was, and when I came back, I was in a headlock.
You just almost killed Emma! Amethyst is now standing there trembling.
It's not safe to be around me. I can see that now.
She relinquishes her sword and just drops it to her side, stumbles backwards and sits down.
I would never want to hurt any of you. And yet I should go.
Now, hold on a minute. Does anybody want to hear what I want? I'm the one who got punched.
Day is just working on you.
You can't move for 10 minutes, Emma.
Hey, Kireji, I can't really move right now on account of what you did to my legs, so can you come here?
Unfortunately, Amethyst shoved him in sharp rocks, so his back is broken. Alas. No.
Now I need help.
And no one's gonna help you.
Hey, I think I can dance better now.
Hey, that fixed my back. Wait a minute. Right now you have a sword pointed to your throat.
No, she dropped it to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, drop to the ground.
Yeah, Amethyst is sitting down. Very shaken.
It's not safe for you to be around me. I can't have this happen again.
Just come over here and Sit down with me, please. It's kind of hard looking up at you like that.
I kind of,
Do you dare?
Kireji kind of sits up, kind of like with, he's kind of, just like, just tears rolling out of his eyes. And he's kind of in a state of pure disbelief.
Amethyst stands up, walks over, and just hugs.
I step away because I'm like freaked out right now.
You know, this ain't the first time I've been in this sort of situation. I've been knocked around like that quite a few times.
Sorry.
Sometimes by friends, sometimes by enemies, sometimes by giant monsters in the sea. It happens sometimes.
It shouldn't be by your allies, though.
Well, I don't think it was. Whatever happened to you, I don't think it was your fault.
That's easy to say. I
Well-
don't know what's going on with me, but it's not. There's something evil behind it. That man who can't pass by.
We know that those hooded guys are evil.
I caught a glimpse of him before he went on his way.
Was he smiling at you?
He did. I think he knows something about what's wrong with me. I mean, it's obvious that he's seen completely through my disguise. He didn't care. He could have told those guards. I don't understand why he didn't.
Maybe you just felt? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. But
It's pretty clear to me he just wanted to mess with you.
Well, I think he almost did too well of a job.
So he's one of those, he looks kind of like those guys that we met in one place, didn't he?
Yeah.
At least similar hood.
yes.
Was he like, that guy that we met in... Isn't that guy that we met in the one town? Underneath the well? Didn't he have a hood like that too? Or am I mixing my guys up?
If I were to guess, this person that passed by is... He was probably much higher up in the food chain. He had fangs.
He had
And
fangs.
his skin was red.
Do we know anybody with red skin and fangs?
I don't know, but if there's more people like him around, then it's not really safe to be around me. They could use me to attack you again.
You think he's part of that that group you're talking about all the time?
They're not part of the Ravenhearts. No, they're
Zaya puts her.
there's Sandover Rocks that we encountered before. Only this person seemed much stronger.
I see.
I mean,
So he cast some kind of control magic on you.
I don't know what he did.
I'm sorry, Kireji. All I saw is that you just punched Emma, and
Yeah, that hooded guy did something. I did see interaction between them before he dropped. Zaya puts a hand on Kireji's shoulder. We know what to look for now. So if that happens again, we can distance ourselves.
I'm not sure that's going to work.
It's our best bet, though.
If I do what I just... It could have been even worse than what I just did.
We were gathered around you, though. If we... With my ability to read people's health, but, you know, with medicine stuff, I can sense that there's something wrong with you. I can give warning.
I'm sure if we just keep a lookout for your eye, we'll be able to stay away when we need to. I'll have to.
That too. Just kind of. Okay.
You all broke really bad that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to repeat what you just said, you two.
It sounds like a robot.
She stands up and stretches and says, "Well, as long as we look out to see if your eye gets all glowy, we'll be fine."
Yeah. If that was someone casting magic on you and messing with you, we're not just going to abandon you, Kireji.
I don't know if that was just his doing. Because do you remember back in Weaver Town? When
Yeah, I remember Weaver
it happened
Town.
the first time?
But you didn't attack us.
Yeah,
No.
he did.
No, he didn't attack us. He attacked the one.
Well, yeah, he attacked someone, though.
But there wasn't any of the hooded figures there. It was just that Ravenheart.
He did have a scroll of demon possession. Or 6.
The more I think about that, the less I feel confident about all this.
You'll be fine with us. We're not going to abandon you.
What was it that the Oracle said about your stuff?
Said I should stay close to my friends.
And listen to the
Exactly.
Oracle.
But what if I...
Doesn't that... Zaya puts a finger to his mouth. Now that's enough. You're coming with us.
Kireji bites.
Oh no.
That finger can quickly become a fist. Whop!
Oh no, you can flurry of blows too.
Now enough of about leaving. We're a team.
And yeah, enough about this. It's not safe business.
I mean, who else are we gonna get to play the prince?
That too. But
I'm very sorry about what happened. Had I
It
been
wasn't-
stronger, I could have prevented it.
It wasn't your fault.
I'm sorry I retaliated at you the way I did, Kireji. I didn't know there was control magic involved.
I deserved it for being weak. Anyway, we should get going if we're going. I just kind of walk on ahead, not just feeling very shaken about what just happened. I can only imagine everybody else is feeling so.
Well, you all stuck here for an hour. As Zaya is treating Emma's wounds, it takes an hour. So
Okay, well I'm kind of sitting off to myself then.
you're on top of the hill.
There you go. I'm a child of the corn.
Well, it's the best image that I found. This is a hill. But we could also have it a corn row. Yes. You are hidden among the corn rows. So Emma has her back resting against a smooth rock while Zaya treats to her wounds.
So, Zaya.
Yep.
Refresh my memory. Have I been punched by you yet?
No.
Okay.
I
Two
think.
for three then.
Oh, has Amethyst punched you yet?
At least a couple of times so far, I'm pretty sure.
Only because she asked me to.
Sure.
What? You asked me to punch you, which gave me one free pass to punch you whenever I wanted. I just did it when I felt that you actually deserved it.
You should start feeling better now. Your headache should be going away.
I appreciate that, Zaya.
Anytime. That's what friends are for.
How you feeling?
I'm fine. Feel like I got the wind knocked out of me, but I'm fine.
You probably did since you were sent flying.
I was so scared. I thought you had more than just wind knocked out of you.
Your ribs might be a little sore. In your head. She gives Emma medicine. Take this for a couple days to help with the pain.
I'll do that. Thanks, Zaya.
You're welcome.
I reckon we ought to get going now. We've wasted enough time on this road.
I wonder what those guards were going back to that where we just came from. Hopefully not causing more issues.
I'd hate to say it, but it's probably exactly what they're going to do. Don't tell Kireji though.
He probably already knows. He's not dumb.
Yeah, but if he hears it out loud, he might force himself to go back there. You never know.
Yeah. He has enough on his mind right now.
We've got a lady to find anyway.
That should do it. You should be able to move around now.
She stands up and all her bones crack.
Oh no!
Yeah, it might happen for a bit. Gotta heal up a little bit more.
It's like, I'll be fine. Let's get going. And she yells out to the hill. He's like, Ichiro, we're moving.
I just kind of quietly get up and kind of boat my way over.
What do you do with Squeals McGee?
Come here, bacon bits.
I just kind of, I guess I pet him back before I got up.
He is happy.
And then I just slowly make my way over, although the mood hasn't changed.
Hmm.
Upon you returning, where's the? Oh, over here. Upon you returning, you see the our fox friend will quickly leap onto Hema's shoulder and try to like have a separation between you and it, placing itself like kind of behind Hema's neck and just looking at you.
Looking at
You.
Oh, okay. I kind of look with a forlorn look on my face, and then just kind of turn away.
All right. Well, we are ready to move on, or not, or
We're good. Let's
how's your how are you feeling there, Emmers?
I'm fine.
All
I
right
have
then.
I have a cat on me now, apparently.
The cat fox, yeah.
It has moved from Amethyst to me. It is finally aesthetically
Yes.
appropriate.
White and red.
Mhm.
The white and red sisters or brother or whatever. Yes.
I'm from Canada, eh?
If only I got the pet pal perk in the beginning of this.
If only you were a druid, or had chosen the spell speak with animals. Very well.
Yeah, I just imagine talking to the wolf, and then the wolf doesn't know your answer. You go, "Rawr."
All right. So that little encounter was an hour off your day. It's now about 11:30, approximately, or maybe 12. And you arrive at the as you keep walking around, walking down the road. You see in the distance the river, a kind of a nice, sizable river, and a large bridge that connects both. Connects both lands. Let's see here. So you see that the island, basically the river forms like an island, and the river reaches out to the ocean, forms like a bubble of land, and it's a pretty small island, and in the center you see a small collection of huts of houses. It doesn't look like much from where you guys are, about 20 to 25 minutes away from the village. And the only thing else that you see on the island is basically farmlands, crops, and other kinds of things like that. As you near the bridge that leads to the island, you are a voice cries out to you from the top of the bridge tower. You could say the bridge hut, kind of, and say, "Halt! Wait! 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 Do not cross right now! Stay there!"
Is he speaking Chinese or is he speaking common?
They will definitely be speaking Chinese, Kireji.
Oh boy. All right.
I'm sorry, Ichiro.
Yes. Kireji is currently having a crisis, so Ichiro's filling in right now.
Exactly.
What seems to be the problem?
Hold! Wait! Do not move! And we can see them shuffling about and going down the tower and meeting you on the bridge and running up towards you. And you can see from their appearance, they are not guards, they are not soldiers, they are farmers who have a spear and very crude protection, very hand-scrapped pieces of armor. Really nothing impressive, but they're there as the guards of the bridge. Their lances are also very crude, but they're there anyway. And so they run up to you, to you all, and they say, please, please, if you have no business with coming into Cordia, please do not cross, go around. We want nothing to do with anyone from outside, and we especially don't want anything to do with Kainang outsiders such as you all. Except you right there. You are from here, obviously.
But they're with me. We're a traveling troupe. We come to put on a performance, and we need to get to the capital.
Oh, please, just, please, we don't want any trouble. Look, we've managed to escape the Imperial soldiers' fury from now, and we don't want to risk anything. Just please, I swear, I beg of you, don't come to court. We don't need traveling performers. We don't need guards. We don't need rebels. Please, the less we know of what's going on outside, the better. Look, we've had our fill with guards and monsters attacking us. We just want to be able to be peace here. We don't know you or any of you. For our sake, we really these days anything is an excuse for those Imperial dogs to question us and attack us, and we don't want to risk being dishonored. Please, that's all we have. We have no money. We have no. We wouldn't be able to pay you for your performance.
Well, how do you like that? Well, I don't think the people in the capital are going to be too happy about this. I just turn and pretend like they don't know what was being said, and kind of fill them in and say like, "This seems like they don't want anyone to come through here."
Really?
Seems like they've been having a lot of trouble, and they want nothing to do with any outsiders.
Not even for medicine or supplies that might help
Well,
them.
Did you tell him that we're a traveling troupe?
I did.
What did he say?
They want nothing to do with us.
Well, is there a better way? I mean, we don't really have to go through the town. Can we get around it?
Yes, you can.
I'll just kind of ask, which would be the best way to go around so that we don't trouble you?
Well, look, you can follow the river southward bound, and you said you want to go to the palace. That's way to the south. Look, you could follow the river to the road. You could go through the forest of unicorns, or cross through the mountains. But just, we're sorry, but we would really prefer you guys not come to Cordia. Look, we're just having it rough and want to ensure that we keep ourselves safe. We're sure you're very great and you're awesome performers. Just that we are not in the right mood for that right now.
They oh, go ahead.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened? We passed some guards not too long ago. Did they come through here?
You mean you don't know what's been going on here in the past month?
No, I just came here to do a performance with my band here. I don't know anything else.
Wait, you're not from here, Kaine?
I am, but you know we travel.
Oh, well, you must have been gone for a while then.
Well, the performance life takes you wherever.
Right. Well, over the past month, guards from the palace, Imperial soldiers, have been marching into our villages, demanding that we turn over any rebels, any students of the head of the monastery headmaster, Mr. Kagochimaru. That we give them any information we have, or and should they find any of them hiding here, that we will be punished. We will be dishonored.
Oh, so you just don't want to take the chance on it, I guess.
Look, we knew nothing about all this. This came suddenly. Guards just stormed into our town and began berating us, questioning us, and threatening us with weapons. And this never happened before. Look, it's just been insane. And finally, they were convinced, and we managed to have them leave. But I fear that if they come back again, due to any reason, like I said, any reason is good for them to start threatening us. Look, we don't want anything to do with outsiders or rebels. It's like, we don't want to know anything what's going on here. So we just want to farm our crops, herd our animals, and just live the life we've lived for countless generations now. We're a small village. Look, we're all family to each other. We just don't want any situation. And with the recent monster attacking, look, we've had our hands full. We don't just.
Monster.
We're sorry.
Oh, well.
I translate it back for the rest of the group.
Monster?
So,
ask him about this monster.
we were just curious about. You said monster. Is that Is that a common occurrence here?
It's never happened. But I mean,
We're
It's
performers.
all-
On the road, it'd be nice to know about this monster, whatever it is.
well, like I said, we don't really know what's going on the rest of the region, but here in Cordia, just recently, about a few months ago, we coming from the seas, just these creatures that threatened to eat our animals and ravage our crops. Look, we're no fighters. Look, you can see me. I'm not a fighter, and the Imperial Guards are worthless. They won't even help us. They were just there to find the rebels, and they just left. But I mean, yeah, it's it happened about a month or two ago. That every so often, maybe like I don't know, once every 4 or 5 days, either a monster swoops in from the air, or splashes out from the sea, or digs out from the earth and starts to threaten us. Look, we've had our hands full. We've managed to keep our place as safe as can be, but we don't know how long we're gonna last. But even those are better than the guards. So, I mean, I don't know what's happening here in Kaining lately.
It seems I've come back to a lot of trouble.
Oh man, I don't even want to know what's going on in the rest of the region. So, I mean, look, like I said, I don't know what's going on in the rest, but if you're heading towards the palace, that's a long ways to go. I've never been there, but I just know that it's way down to the southeast. But look, good luck. Just
Zaya pulls on Reggie.
keep your wits about you.
Ask them if they need any medicines or herbs.
Perhaps one of my troop here could assist you with some medicine if you need it. It'd be the least we could do before we leave.
They both stop talking, look at each other, and they whisper something to each other. And the man who's been talking looks back at you and says, "Medicine?
Yeah, one of my troop members is very skilled with medicine.
What kind of? What kind of medicine?"
The kind that gets you burned at the stake. I mean,
Depends on the element.
well, I don't know so much the logistics of what she does, but it seems all in the up and up to me. I'm not much for magic and all that, so
She rolls she pulls out her medicine kit out of her bag of holding and lays it out and starts putting some slabs together, throwing some herbs, and getting some herbs from her herb kit.
and there you have it.
Emma goes to point to herself and she says, "Doity, doity, 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 doity," because they don't speak the same.
What did you say about my mother?
Abort! Abort!
Run away.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberry.
elderberries.
Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
I fight in your general direction. The farmer asks you, Ichiro, Do you think she can cure the leather plague?
The witch plague?
Uh,
You'll have to forgive me. I'm not much for medicine myself. I have to translate it for my friend here.
we call it the leather plague.
Leather plague.
Yeah. When the guards passed by some time ago, farmer old farmer Roji, he came down with something terrible. We'd never seen it before, man. His skin began turning this leathery gray, and his eyes became mad and started snarling, and we had to restrain him. We had to stop him. Look, he's still afflicted, and we can't go near him without him just snarling at us and threatening to bite us or hit us, and he's even tried to bite himself and to harm himself, but we've had him restrained and bound and everything. And look, he's not that young. We fear that in just a couple of like in just a few days he'll die. And look, he's like the most pacifist guy we've ever had. He's lived here his whole life. He's a farmer. His father was and just once those
Your robot.
Joke about there.
Robot.
Please repeat. Yes, robot.
All right.
Okay.
Now you're good. You're good. You started breaking up. I think.
Yeah, you and I think Kumo were talking, and
Oh no.
you're both really.
Oh,
like,
there it goes again.
For like kind of like 2 seconds.
What's the last thing you heard?
He's a really good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Okay.
Most pacifist person there.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much what I said. His father was a farmer, and he's lived here his whole life, and we fear that he might die very soon if nothing happens.
So, when Kireji is hearing this, what does his face look like? Because I'm watching his face when he's describing.
I guess. Because I know I'm kind of alarmed for a second, but like I kind of try to keep my composure because I don't want to let them know that I had a similar situation, so I'm trying not to say anything.
I don't know if I would have caught that.
So
you can obviously see the worry and fear in his eyes.
Yeah, I turn around with like while I'm translating what they said, and I just have this very concerned look on my face, like oh boy.
And Zaya, cuss. Yeah, I know, robot.
You're doing button.
All right, Zaya, you actually you don't understand what Zaya says. Whatever she says, it was in Celestial.
She curses in Celestial.
Exactly, that's exactly what she did.
And it turns out one of the farmers can speak Celestial. Oh no!
Hey, this is a Christian Minecraft server.
So I described the plague to to Zaya, and
That's the great malady.
it sure sounds like it.
We don't have a cure for it at this time.
Hmm.
And the only way to stop the spread is to burn the body, is what we gathered so far.
I'm not sure what to tell him.
The guards will urgently press you and say, "Well, can you do it?"
It doesn't sound like something my friend here is able to cure at this time. If we had more preparation, perhaps we might come up with something. But as of now, sorry to get your hopes up there.
Ask when this started.
When do you know when about this started?
As soon as the guards left, they mentioned something about they said something like, and just to make sure that you're not lying to us, here's a taste of what will happen should we see that you lie to us and you are indeed harboring rebels and stuff like that. And then they left. And about an hour or so later, that's when instantly old man Roji just began. It happened instantly.
I carefully tell him, keep him in quarantine, keep everybody away from him. We will try to come up with a cure. If he should die before we get back, we will have to burn the body.
Wow, that sounds quite grave indeed.
When the two find out that you are unable to help them, you can see their expression of defeat as they're just.
And then
man.
I let them know we are researching it and we're trying to find a cure, though.
Kireji, you get to decide whether or not you want to translate what she said.
Yeah.
You have the final say in what they understand of what they are saying.
Crap.
Or you can
Just want you to know. Just want you to know that.
The best I can say is we can look into it, but where this is something I'm obviously not skilled in, and my friend would need preparations. For now, keep a watchful eye over him, and if he should die before he gets back, has anyone else come down with that plague?
No one, no.
It might be advisable to burn the body afterward, just to make sure. You don't need anybody else to get that.
And
it sounds pretty nasty.
Reggie, would you let them know it was those troops that did that to him?
I don't think that would be a good idea, Zay, unfortunately. If we did that, then they might have their suspicions.
Yeah.
What did the rest of you think?
What does Amethyst and Emma think about all this? Yes.
We're trying to keep a low profile, aren't we?
Yeah.
As
We-
far
and
as
we-
I can tell from what we've seen, this gray malady doesn't seem to be infectious. It seems to be something that's inflicted via some sort of magic.
Yeah, it does make it a little hard to be low profile when we're also magic healing people. Which I guess we could be doing a medical show on the side. It's not too far fetched, I suppose.
Yeah, but we also don't want to get these people's hopes up either.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't think we can do anything about the malady just yet. We have no information really to go off of, and other than what it does to people, and most of our methods of treatment have been fatal.
You mean destroying
Yeah.
the body?
I'd rather not do that to someone who seems well liked in the community.
Yeah.
Well, I told them what I thought they should do, but
That's on them.
this does kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth. There's not much we can do.
Yeah, well, sometimes there isn't anything we can do. I think the best we can do is move on and see if we can learn anything else. And if we do, we can try to send help or information or something back to these people.
Yeah, that's about all we can do for now.
Because if we try to stay here and help him, all we'll end up doing is slowing ourselves down and
This is true.
possibly depriving these people of help.
Hey, you want to send a message to Fjord that we found traces of the gray malady here in?
Yes, that would be advisable, but maybe we should do that when we leave here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Write him up a letter, Zaya. You're the
Okay.
physician.
Well, I still give them some medicines and stuff to help with other elements like fevers and stuff like that.
Perhaps something to help maybe relax the symptoms.
Yeah, alleviate the symptoms as well of
Yeah.
the gray malady.
It's not much, but we do have some things to help with perhaps alleviating some of the symptoms, maybe.
So she makes up a nice little bundle and hands it to them.
Okay, they look at the bundle, look at Kireji and says, "That's what's that again?"
And I explained to Kireji it's just medicines to help alleviate your fevers, your basic medicines and stuff. Also, there's medicines, and I point out to each one what they do help possibly alleviate some of the symptoms, not cure them, but alleviate some of the symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll relay that back to them.
Okay.
To save time.
They are very grateful. They are also deeply apologetic that it's a horrible time for visitors and that they have to turn them away. But
Understand.
They hope you guys understand that it's just the worst time to have outside people come in. If the guards ever come back, what's gonna happen next? You know, how many of us are gonna get this leather plague again? So, you know, they want to stay close and keep their assets, and yeah. But they are very grateful for the help, for the salves and the potions. And you don't need to speak Chinese to see their faces of deep appreciation. They say that you honor us with your assistance.
Well, it's the least we could do. You guys are in a really tough spot, and I'm just sorry there wasn't much more we could do. But if we do happen to hear anything, perhaps we might be able to come back. But For now, that's all we can give you.
You will not be forgotten, they say. And well, and they hand over the bundle to the other guard, and he runs starts heading back towards the village with the bundle, and the one guard stays there, and he repeats that. One second. He repeats that to go to the palace, there are you start heading south, following the river, and then there's those 3 branching paths: the forest, the mountain, and the riverside.
Well, I thank you for the directions, and hopefully there are better days ahead for your town. And
Be
yeah,
good.
and be well.
Safe travels, and may the 4 spirits guide your path.
I almost thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, I did too.
What?
We almost we almost thought you said may the force be with you.
I know we said that last time too.
May the 4 spirits.
Be with you.
I didn't realize. May the 4 spirits. That's good.
It just sounds like it's dubbed in
Yeah.
Yes.
over force.
Zaya
Or
does.
spirits.
Zaya does her own blessing, and Celestial may Bellotti look over you and watch over you and protect you.
Anyway, back to the Oregon Trail.
Oh no! Roll fortitude to avoid a dysentery. You have died of dysentery.
Well, that was quick.
Why'd you dysentery? Come on.
You have died of dysentery.
Why would I dysentery?
Yeah. Well, sorry, Kireji, but to survive, you have to chop off your leg. Sucks, man. It happens.
Well, I guess I better pick up crane style now.
So that whole endeavor, which it took about 40 minutes to an hour of just being there, talking and analyzing, and talking with each other. You know, the whole outcome of the situation. It's now the afternoon.
I bet that cloaked guy was the reason why that happened.
I bet it is too.
But if we had to told them that they might have gotten involved in something they really shouldn't.
Yep.
Just really sucks.
We need to take out this corrupt government.
Yeah, this is starting to look bigger and bigger.
They are not treating people the way a government should.
Either that or the government's being controlled.
That
We
too,
need to
but-
save the Empress.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
We need to do
our.
it fast.
At least then we can get some answers about what the hell is going on here. Or at least I'm hoping, anyway. Also, how did that voice sound? I really didn't like how I sounded.
You sound like a dork. It was great.
You're
No, I
a
really
dork.
don't like how I sounded. Oh well.
Aw.
I pet the cat fox.
So we have a river to follow.
Zaya
there's
kind of pets the cat fox as well.
She finds a bit of solace from your contact. So the path before you is threefold, and how it's going to work is a bit. It's not a mini game. It's like a no. Here, I'll say it. So there's three paths before you. Each path has its own varying uh, uh, challenges and difficulties based on what category. Basically, three paths have different rankings, you could say. One of them is going to be danger, threat, as though chances of a encounter, chances of bad things happening, or just chances of uh, not just monsters in combat, but just bad situations. There's that ranking. There's also a ranking of direction, whether or not it's easy to lose yourself or not. Rankings of foraging, how easy it is to gather food, gather stuff to eat, since your supplies won't last forever. There's also a sense of time, which path is the fastest, which is the longest. And if I remember right, there's one more. Let me grab my handy dandy notebook. So there's, yeah, okay. Yes, so there's time it takes, danger, foraging, orientation. Yeah. So based on those four elements, you guys choose a path to take, and we'll go with that. So we have three paths. You can walk. We can follow the river, which which leads to kind of a plains, hilly kind of environment. The time it takes will be the longest. The danger will be minimal, not none, but minimal. The foraging will also be pretty low, since there won't be a whole lot of game and animals. But the orientation will be the highest. It'll be very hard to lose yourself by following the river, and which will eventually lead to the path that you guys are supposed to be following. You can go through the Forest of the Unicorn. That's the shortest time. That is the fastest way to where you're going. Danger will be at its highest. Foraging will be at its highest as well. You're in a forest, lots of berries, food, plants, animals, everything you want. And the orientation will be hard. You may lose yourself in the Forest of the Unicorn, but shortest time and easiest way to gather food. Or you can go through the Mountain Pass. Mountain Pass, time is medium. Time is between the river and the forest. Danger is going to be medium, average or so. Foraging, there's not going to be a whole lot of food there. Foraging will be at its minimum. Not none, just at its lowest point. And the orientation is going to be pretty good. Not perfect, not sublime, but not low, just good. You have your three paths. Which one shall you take? I hope you all caught that.
So Unicorn Path is the shortest but hardest. Sounds like.
More or less, yeah. It's a place where you will probably encounter some kind of dangerous situation, not just combat, but any kind of event that happens that could bring you harm. but yeah, it's the fastest, and you won't have any problems with food gathering or supplies normally.
The mountain path sounds like it's like medium, and then
The mountain pass sounds like a in between both others. Yeah.
The lack of foraging, though, is a concern.
Emma, what are you in the mood for? You're the one that's just, well, you're a little under the weather.
Do we know what our destination is? We said it's about 2 to 3 days. So, what exactly is this not being able to go through this town? How much time is that cutting off from us? Do we assume?
That's a good question. Well, you guys know that following the path would eventually lead to a fork that goes south, and following the path south leads directly to the palace. You just keep following the road, and it leads you to the palace. So cutting through the other paths, I'd say the forest could be a shortcut. Compared to just following the road as normally planned. The riverside longing might be longer than following the path. Probably is longer, and the mountain pass is kind of average. Won't be. If it's longer, it's not that much longer. It's of comparable time.
I'll let you guys decide on this one. I'd say the river is pretty safe, but we are kind of in a time crunch, so it might not be the best option.
I know which one
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zaya.
No, I know which one I was gonna pick. I want to hear your idea.
I mean, we're in kind of a rush, and we're already losing a lot of time as it is. Do you think it's prudent to possibly try and make up some time by going through the forest?
Forest of the unicorns? Of the unicorn, sorry, not plural.
That's what I was thinking.
Is there actual such thing as unicorns in Kaining?
I've never seen one. I've only heard of them in stories.
Well, I fancy meeting a unicorn myself. It might be a neat encounter. Sure, why not the forest?
We have one vote for the forest, one vote for the mountain pass. I believe Zaya.
No, I said.
Right? No, okay, sorry, okay. Okay.
Forest of the Unicorn.
Well, as much as I have reservations about going through there, I guess we could do that.
Yes, you've heard legends and stories about this Forest of the Unicorn. Some good, some not too good. It's a forest shrouded in mystery.
So we're going through the forest?
And there's some that not even Kireji'Garou would like to talk about.
I'm thinking the forest sounds good, Mr. Ichi.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the way we're going to go then. Just be on your guard, that's all.
To the Forest of the Unicorn. Very well. Your fate is sealed.
Yep, we're screwed.
Dun dun dun!
You have chosen poorly. No. Let's head on down, and we enter the forest of the unicorn. We'll just put it on here. It's not nighttime yet, but that's just the scene I have.
Yes.
Let's see that. 20, 30, 60. So right now it's about 3 p.m. Mid-afternoon. You guys stop for lunch or snack, supper, or whatever. The wagon here is your bag of holding, since you guys don't have a wagon.
Throwing everything in the bag of holding.
Yep. You got the donkey in there. You got your house in there. You got everything.
Wait. You can't throw anything living in there. It'll die in 10 minutes.
So you can put him there for 9 minutes, is what you're telling me.
Just poke a straw through so he can breathe through that.
Yeah,
You poke a hole in the bag of holding.
You know what happens when you poke a hole in the bag of holding? It explodes.
Well, that's good to know in case we need a get out of jail card. You just stick a straw through the bag of holding and just throw it over your shoulder.
All the contents just come pouring out.
A severed orc head, 20 limbs of spiders, bunch of RPG quest items. Yeah.
Nah, you just buy a cheap bag of holding and you fill it with caltrops and oil.
So when the thief steals your bag, they think, jackpot! And they open it. It was a trapped bag of holding. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's an evil idea.
Something to keep in mind at the very least.
Yes. So you are now at the entrance of the forest of the unicorn. We can't see much past beyond the first trees, but you know that like you mentally trace your path. It's that way. So like you know where to go. It's just once in the forest, maybe might be a bit hard. So you guys stop in front of the forest for a small time together. Is there anything you guys wish to talk about or discuss in this small campfire setting?
I gather as much herbs and stuff as possible outside.
Well,
I'm going to try and help with that.
good. So in Kaineng, there are many unique kind of ferns and herbs that you that you do.
Please don't give me another what is woodchuck. I'll take it.
Okay, good. You can see the forest in front of you.
Oh, that wood. Okay.
Oh. Yes, so many herbs that are foreign to you and unique. Some look beautiful, some look scrawny, but with Kireji's help, you are able to spot which ones are offer good, are good to you in either teas or salves, and which ones to avoid. Some that look beautiful are actually quite dangerous when infused and digested. So, with Kireji's help, you are able to gather a good amount of regents for your alchemy supplies. So, for the next, let's say, 2 days, the healing potions that you make will grant anyone who drinks it a automatic +2 to their health. +2 to the HP gained while drinking the potion. Congrats, Zaya.
All right.
Anyone else wish to do or say something?
I'm good.
Amethyst is just gonna be there with Emma, making sure she's okay.
Good.
Zaya pet the cat fox again.
You see,
Sorry, go ahead.
you see in the cat fox's eyes. Do a empathy check, Zaya. I hardly ever get to tell you that, but do it.
What is an empathy check?
The lower that I gave you.
Oh, well, remember we changed that because we changed the background.
Ah, you're right. You're right, man. It's been so long, I forgot about that. Okay, in that case, do like a perception check. Okay, a perception with a bonus. There you go. Bonus perception. Okay. So you have a 20 in perception. So while petting the cat fox, you like look into her eyes while petting and all that, and you see in her eyes like a mixture of sadness, regret, based on what happened at the bridge, but also like a kind of a determination, like a fierce determination to stay with you guys and see what happens. You know, just yeah.
So Zaya picks the cat fox up and puts her head up against her head. We'll eventually get to protect that village. We'll make it. He just kind of rubs. You know how cats do.
Yeah, she's happy and she returns the favor.
I set her back down on Emmy's shoulders.
All right. Do you take the time to write the letter to Fjord?
Yes.
All right.
Describing everything that's we found here so far.
All right. We'll talk about that later. Eyes on the worm. All right. Well.
That way he can pass on the information to the East Wall guard.
Sounds good. He will do that in time. So, what we're going to do tonight, I need to work on the forest. That is where I reached the end of my session notes. We will end the game here. However, we'll take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, I would like for us to all together level up.
Ah!
I am going to
Yay!
be completely honest. I am in no condition to level up.
If you'd rather end your evening here and go to bed, feel free to do that.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Those who can stay and want to, we'll level up together. And don't worry, you all take the time to level up later during the week.
Awesome. All right, 5-minute break. Woo-woo.
All right. See you later.
Good night. That was fun, everybody.
Night.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining, Ray.
Hope you feel
Thank you
better.
so much. Yeah, sleep well, dude.
Yep, sleep well.
Well.
Yeah.
Like a Hellcat.
I'm not sure that he's here yet.
Professor's not here yet. Okay. Just so I know, are you continuing the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm here. I was just away from my microphone.
I was gonna start playing some other music, but since we're still on stream, I'll refrain from the copyright claims.
Well, I can end the stream and we can just go from there. Because all we're doing is leveling up. So
It's completely as you wish.
all right. Well, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Go check out Snowy Phoenix Games and Zero the Hammer Slayer. They are wonderful streamers, and they were joining us today in the stream. We will see you guys tomorrow because I am very tired. I'm gonna level up off stream, and then I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I've been up for more than 24 hours. Yay me! So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Take it easy. We will see you guys mañana. I can't find the button for my end stream. Yay! I'm tired. All right. Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together.